Willard, Ohio. Over a 3-day period here, officers made an unusually high number of traffic stops to enforce window tinting laws.
I believe it was around 48.
48 warnings?
Yeah, in a 3-day period.
Fox 8's I-Team showed how just such a stop in Cleveland in 2022 resulted in the arrest of a man wanted for murder.
Got a warrant, my man.
A warrant?
Yeah.
For what?
Homicide, but we're going to verify it.
In Willard, the enforcement this past weekend helped identify a suspect wanted on multiple charges.
I believe there were 10 different indictments on it. Some of those were rape, sexual battery, and attempted sexual battery.
Every other driver stopped in Willard was given a warning. Ohio's tinting law requires 70% of light to pass through the front windshield. Any amount of darkness is allowed on rear windows. Drivers and passengers' side front windows must allow 50% of light to pass through. Drivers and passenger side rear windows can have any amount of tint, but the tint cannot be red or yellow shaded tints. So you may be asking, is there an exemption to this law for law enforcement? And the answer is yes, here in Willard, for a K-9 officer's car, which they do not have, and for an undercover unmarked officer's vehicle as well. What police here learned during the course of their tint enforcement is that the tint on some of their own vehicles is illegal.
We had a couple vehicles, with 3 vehicles that were too dark. One's by just a couple percentage points.
The other 2 considerably darker. Chief Shannon Chafin says the city has an outside company that does the tinting. He has since written a letter to the community as a measure of accountability, promising that the department's violations would be corrected as soon as possible.
As uncomfortable and painful as that is sometimes, I think that was, I don't want people to think that we're just, doing something, we're going to do something illegal and you're not going, not going to be allowed to do that. I don't want that appearance.
In Willard, Dave Nethers, Fox 8 News.